What is up, FBG fam? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and welcome to episode 7 of the unofficial podcast for Genshin Impact, the world's #1 unofficial podcast for Genshin Impact, sponsored by Gamer Subs. A link is in the description down below. Click the link, get 10% off everything in the store. Grab yourself a waifu cup, a waifu shirt, or grab yourself some GG subs so you can stay up all day long grinding your resources and grinding the materials for your characters in the game, as well as there's caffeine free coming out here relatively soon, so be on the lookout for that. Great flavors, all organic when it comes to the caffeine, and when you check out, use code Further Beyond Gaming to get that 10% off, and it helps support the channel directly, helps us to grow so we can do bigger and better things. Thank you guys so much. Cameo back in the podcast. How you doing today, Cameo?
I'm doing good. Love to be here. How you doing?
Doing good. Cameo, one thing I did before we jump into it, one thing I did want to mention, and I'm starting to notice it now too. People are commenting, you got a sexy voice, Cameo. And I just noticed it. You have that like after midnight podcast voice.
Do I? I mean, I don't hear it myself personally, but I mean, if people like it, you know.
It's like that. It's like the after hours voice you got. You got going on. I'm starting to notice it. So those that commented, Cameo got a sexy voice. I think you guys are right on point with that one. I had to mention it before we jump in. Cameo, we per usual, I feel like I start out the podcast always like this. Per the usual, we got some things to talk about, man, and it's interesting. And I don't know which way I'm gonna go with this. I feel like I'm going to be on the upset side once again, Cameo. I really don't want to be. And I hate that the podcasts are always like this. I mentioned this last time. You know, I really want them to be positive. But let's just talk about it. Let's just get into it. So yesterday, for at least the Asian server side, right, or the CN server side, we got information that the rewards have been dropped. Now, if you guys have not, if you've been living under a rock and not aware of the situation that's going on, uproar about the rewards for the anniversary towards Genshin Impact, the 1-year anniversary, being very lackluster, half-ass. I went on the record about stating that as well. And it seems as if we're now starting to get something as of yesterday. And I think for the NA server or the EU servers, I'm not entirely too sure where we got them today or we got them a couple of hours ago, if I'm not mistaken. And it appears to be one of 4 that we're going to be receiving. And it's 400 primos and the glider. Okay. Now, it specifically states in the mail that we received, "Dear travelers, we sincerely thank you for your continuous support and love for Genshin Impact." Doesn't necessarily state for anniversary, but I'm not going to be too picky about it. I'm just going to assume it's anniversary that they're talking about. And we would like to offer this thank you gift to express our gratitude. And it's the glider and 400 primos. Cameo, I do want to get your thoughts first before I get into it, because and we've talked about this off air. I think you already know where I'm going to be going with this one, but what is your opinions? What are your thoughts on what we received and what we'll be receiving? And we'll speculate what we'll be receiving, but you go ahead.
All right. So the first I heard about this was yesterday when you messaged me and asked me if I had gotten anything in the mail about Primo Gems and a glider.
Right.
And that was news to me. I hadn't heard anything about Primo Gems or glider from anywhere. I hadn't seen anything official, hadn't seen anyone talking about it. But then I saw the comments in the last video, so I decided to go check it out. I was searching everywhere trying to find it. Eventually, I came across what it was on Instagram. And before I saw what it was, I was actually excited because I thought, wow, we were wrong. They're actually doing something. They actually had something planned.
Right.
And then I saw what the gliders were, and I was hit with a wave of disappointment because I knew exactly where they came from.
Right. Go elaborate for me.
So I follow leaks, right? So I knew a while ago that we were supposed to be getting something called the Boundless Symphony bundle for their little musical thing that they're doing or whatever.
So you just admitted you're on the leaker side then, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. Just needed to confirm that. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, so I saw the bundle, and I was a little bit disappointed that it costed money, but it was something I had planned to purchase. So I was aware of this for a while. So when I saw the gliders
Right.
as the quote unquote anniversary awards, I knew exactly what they were trying to do.
And what was that?
This isn't an anniversary award. This is damage control because we set the community on fire.
Cameo, sometimes I hate to say you're right, and I hate to say that we're on the same page sometimes, but damn it, I think you're right on this one, and I think we're exactly on the same page. But continue. What else were you thinking about it as well?
It was it was interesting because in that bundle, the best thing was the glider, right? In the bundle, we were supposed to get the glider,
Right.
a name card, and some kind of furniture piece, right? I don't use my sword in a teapot. I'm pretty sure a lot of players don't because it's not really that great of a system.
Right.
I don't care about my name cards. I don't even know what I have on right now, right? Because
Right.
it's not important. The best thing in there is the gliders because you always see your gliders, right? So it's interesting to me that if they're breaking apart the bundle and giving it to us piece by piece, that the best piece was the one they decided to start with.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything that you're stating, and this is what I'm gonna say about this whole situation. Because like I mentioned, I agree with what you're stating, as in with them doing this. Cam, I'm having a hard time trying to articulate right now because I could feel myself getting upset, right? And I'm trying not to, but I could feel it. I could feel it happening, man. I can feel I can feel it happening. The issue that I have with this, so it's not necessarily what we received, because the glider's great. The 400 primos I think is retarded. I'm gonna be upfront and honest. I think it's stupid. I think why 400 primos? To me, that's such an arbitrary number. And I understand what people are gonna say in the comment section right before they even type it. They're gonna say, well, if they're giving out 4 rewards, 400 each, that gives you a multi. That's stupid. You shouldn't be okay with just a multi for anniversary. On top of your 10 intertwined 2 multis. What are you gonna get? You're gonna get 5 debate clubs and maybe a stringless, right? Let's be honest now, okay? With those 2 multis, unless you're extremely lucky and you're gonna pull a Chi-Chi that you didn't even want. So let's cut the crap on that one, okay? Secondly, the glider is cool. The glider is awesome, but what this shows me, Cameo, and this is why I'm upset. This is what pisses me off about this, is that this shows me, because this was supposed to be a part of a bundle that they were gonna sell us for, I believe, $30. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was going to be about $30 for this bundle that they planned on selling us to make more money for their game, right? Like, they haven't made enough money already. They were gonna make more off of this. But they saw all the backlash, they saw all the heat that they were getting, they saw all the upsetness from the community was happening, and they said, you know what? Instead, let's do damage control. This was their damage control. This was their PR team coming up with something very fast, on the fly, quickly, to get something out to us, to appease the masses, to calm them down, and to make everybody be okay and be like, look, listen, see, we had something for you. This is what we had for you the whole time. 400 primos, gliders, and then we have 3 more rewards coming down the pipeline to lead up to a concert that we're trying to advertise. Anyways, we plan on, this is what we had for you guys, so don't be upset. It's coming out now. It's just a day late. It's delayed.
And there's going to be a lot of people saying, like, well, they gave us something. Why are you guys still complaining? But in this situation, it really is the thought that counts. And this wasn't made out of this decision wasn't made out of the goodness of their heart. It was made out of fear, because they stand more to lose from an outraged community than they stand to gain from selling this bundle.
And this is what happened here, Cameo. And I'm gonna be very blunt. I'm gonna be very honest. This is what happened. This was never meant to be the anniversary rewards. What this shows me is that they never had anything planned for us for anniversary rewards outside of the login, outside of Aloy, outside of the double top up, outside of those web events that are horrendous, and outside of the cosplaying and all that musician stuff, all that good stuff that they should get. They had nothing else, no other rewards, nothing else outside of that. They had nothing planned for us, Cameo. Nothing planned for this. What they're doing right now with this glider that was supposed to be in a bundle, and we're probably going to get the name card next that was supposed to be in the bundle, and the furniture that we're going to get it next that was supposed to be in the bundle that they were going to sell us to make more money. They decided, let's just break it up and show them, hey, we have all these rewards. It's damage control, Cameo. It's damage control. They want to calm the anger. And so they're like, let's just roll what we were going to sell them. Let's just give it to them and give it to them in pieces and make it seem as if we had this plan the whole time. What are you guys angry about?
Exactly.
And what pisses me off the most about this is that they never had this. This was never in the game plan, Cameo. I promise you, this was never in their game plan. This is them scrambling right now. Scrambling. They didn't know what else to do. So they thought, we have this bundle, we were going to sell them. Instead of doing that, because it's probably going to piss them off even more, because it looks like we're trying to get more money, which we are. Let's go ahead and divvy up the rewards that were in there as rewards for them, and then throw 400 primos on there. Such an arbitrary number to get you a freaking multi at the end of the day, when it should be 1,000 primos per each reward that you get to go along with it. And I think I'm undercutting that, if I'm being honest with you.
And there's going to be a lot of people accepting this as an anniversary.
They already are, Cameo. They are already accepting this. Do you know, I put that video out about not harassing the VAs and whatnot, and then I already got comments, because that's how I was notified about this. I had people commenting, hey, the rewards are in the anniversary. They did good on their promise. Here are the rewards. They got the gliders, and we got 400 primos. Anniversary, they came in clutch. No, they didn't come in clutch. They never planned to do this. This was damage control. This was scrambling. This was, what can we do so they don't review bomb further? They don't riot. They're not pissed off anymore. What can we do to kind of ease things a little bit? And don't get me wrong, Cameo. Let me go ahead and clarify. I'm happy that they did this, right? I'm happy that they are listening to the community, and they're adhering to us, and they're understanding where we're coming from, and they're not ignoring what's going on. What pisses me off the most is, one, they never planned to do this. Secondly, they had no plans to give us rewards for anniversary outside of what they already gave us. This was all damage control. They were gonna sell us this, Cameo. This was supposed to be sold to us.
Exactly. If anyone feels like this is a proper anniversary gift, go play any other gacha game, no matter how bad they are. Go play that game during their anniversary and see what you get. See how much better you are treated. If
the review bombs ever, Cameo, I can bank on this. If the review bombs never happened, if there wasn't as many videos that came out, if the upsetness wasn't to the magnitude that it was and still should be, we wouldn't have, I guarantee it, Cameo, we would never have seen this glider. We wouldn't have gotten those 400 primos. The other rewards wouldn't have came. And instead, we would have been seeing all of this in a bundle that we could have gotten.
Exactly.
That you have to pay for, by the way. You don't get for free. You have to pay for that. Keep in mind.
And quick shout out to the community, because that was incredible. We didn't get to talk about it yesterday because we missed it.
We did miss it, yeah. We recorded that beforehand.
The fact that the community basically Thanos snapped the Google Play review in half was incredible. Without any coordination, without any planning.
But
that is amazing.
And that goes back to what I've mentioned in the past, in past podcasts and past streams and videos, is that you have a player base. If the player base wasn't, and this community wasn't as passionate about this game as they are, that would never have happened. the upsetness wouldn't be to the level of where it's at right now if people weren't super dedicated and people didn't care about this game and weren't passionate about this game and wanted this game to be great.
Exactly.
And I mentioned this before, and like you said, it was without any coordination. There was no content creator that had to go out of their way to say hashtag review bomb Genshin Impact. That didn't have to trend. None of that had to happen. It just happened because the players of this game are dedicated. They're passionate about it. They want it to be great, and they want it to be the best game that it can possibly be. And when you support a game and a developer that way, and when you're so super dedicated to it and passionate about it, you hope to receive that back on the day that you are supposed to be rewarded for all of your support throughout the entire year. And when that doesn't happen, you get this, right?
Exactly.
So yes, absolutely, Cameo. Shout out to the community for being able to do this, and obviously the respectful ones, the ones that didn't take it to the extreme, the non-toxic ones that just, you know, did their review bombs, left their comment, and did it in a respectful, constructive manner. For those that went out and branched out even further and took it to levels it should never have gotten to, you guys need to check yourselves and really evaluate what you're doing. But I already...
So yeah, what you guys got to remember is the voice actors, they're not actually a part of MIHOYO, right? They're contractors, basically.
They just have nothing to do with rewards and how MIHOYO handles in-game stuff. They have nothing to do with that. So you just got to leave them out of it. And if a character that they voice act comes out and they're not that great, which all characters in this game are great, you can make them great. But if you're upset about the character, it's not the voice actor that made the character not to the expectations that you wanted it to be. It was MIHOYO, it was the developers. So it's just illogical for you to go after the individual that voiced the character that you're not happy about. It makes no sense. So just, you got to knock that off, because it's the most illogical thing I've ever heard of. It's the most immature thing, but I went into detail about that in the last video. The thing about this Cameo, and this will be once again, and I should have prefaced this earlier, and I do apologize. It's not, I don't know, and Cameo, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if it's necessarily confirmed that the items that were in the bundle that we were seeing are going to be the items that we're going to be receiving after the glider. So for example, the name card and furniture. Now, if we do receive the name card, has anybody received the second rewards? They probably should have received it by now, right?
At the time of recording this, I haven't seen anything anywhere about anyone getting anything yet.
Okay. If we receive name cards today and it's the name card that I'm looking at, that's confirmation that this was in the bundle that should have been sold to us, and this is all damage control. Mind you, the name card, and we talked about this off camera, Cameo, the name card, if we were going to be receiving one, we were hoping it was going to be this really fantastic name card, in the sense like it was going to be all gold. It's going to say like 1 year anniversary. It was going to be a name card that if you missed out on, you're going to be upset you missed out on it, and you're going to be wondering how do you get it, right? Like if you join the game after the 1 year anniversary and you can't get the name card now, you're going to be pissed off you missed out on that. That's how cool the name card should have been. But the name card I'm looking at honestly looks like a name card for Venti.
What does any of this have to do with the anniversary?
It doesn't.
It's music notes.
Exactly. It's music notes on the glider. It says Wings of Shimmery Galaxy. It should say Wings of 1 Anniversary Golden Greatness is what it should say. Just going right off the top of my head with that one. But this is all about celebrating a symphony that in music, and that's what the name card I'm looking at is all about as well. Bro, this has nothing to do with the anniversary, and that just goes to show that this was all damage control.
Exactly.
They never had this planned for anniversary. And if you guys are ecstatic about this, if you guys think that this is MIHOYO doing us a solid and coming through clutch and giving us what we deserve, I'm sorry to say you're terribly wrong. And this, we weren't supposed to receive these things, Cameo.
Exactly. And it's not that we're not grateful for what we're getting. Right?
Exactly. Don't misunderstand. Yeah. These
are great gliders. The name card is good. The furniture is good. But remember why you're getting this, because MiHoYo hasn't even acknowledged Anniversary at all yet.
It's the context behind it. And once again, don't misunderstand. Getting these gliders, getting these things, especially for the community, especially for the free-to-play players and light spenders, getting the 400 primos, even though I think it should be 1,000, are great things, right? And you should accept them. But don't take it as... You have to have context behind it. Don't take it as in MiHoYo is celebrating our 1-year anniversary now. These are the gifts that we were always supposed to receive. It was just delayed. No, this was supposed to be a bundle that was sold to you. So if you're free to play or light spenders, you would never have received these gliders and you would never have received these name cards if it wasn't for the outcry and the uproar that the community provided and went ahead and did for MiHoYo to then do damage control and say we have to do something.
Exactly. Go look at the in-game mail you got. Tell me where it says Anniversary or even acknowledges Anniversary.
It doesn't. And I'm literally looking at it right now on the mail that was sent with those gliders and the primos. Albeit you can take it and you can look at it and assume it's for Anniversary. And it may definitely lean towards that. Because it's saying thank you for all the gratitude and whatnot, but it doesn't say happy anniversary. There's just no acknowledgement of the anniversary. And this harkens back to, Cameo, what I'm probably also the most pissed off about is that the lack of communication is just horrendous, bro. It is horrendous. I'm on their freaking Twitter right now and they still haven't said not a word, bro. They haven't even acknowledged that they sent these gliders out. And they didn't say, hey, this is for the 1-year anniversary. Happy anniversary. Here's a glider. We got, 3 other ones coming out. Be excited. Nothing. And also, Cammy, I'm pissed off. Also, if this was for anniversary and this was supposed to be something that we were supposed to receive, and I think you mentioned this, why weren't these rolled out 3 to 4 days before the actual anniversary date, so that way on the day of anniversary we receive these gliders or we receive whatever the last one is, and it's a build up to get excitement going for the anniversary day, and then boom, we got all the rewards, and then on the last day, on the anniversary day, we get the last one and it's amazing. Why is it a build up to the concert? And why was it not communicated that, hey, we're gonna have things rolling out? Even if it's a surprise, just let us know we got things rolling out. You don't have to tell us what it is. Just say we have things rolling out leading up to the concert. Be excited. It's going to be amazing. You're going to like it. If they had this plan from the beginning.
Exactly. Because it wasn't planned for the anniversary.
It wasn't planned. We were never supposed to receive these things free.
And actually, because it ends on the day the concert's supposed to be, can you even really think this is for the anniversary at all?
No. No, I'm feeling, the more I think about it, the more I'm feeling this is just to hype up the concert, to get excited about the concert. It has nothing to do with the anniversary. And why not post something on Twitter? Why not communicate something on Twitter? Why not acknowledge we see the community's upset. We see the community's not happy. Here's the first reward that we're giving out to correct our mistakes that we made. Glider 400 primos. Guess what? We got 3 more coming. Be excited.
They don't want to admit they did something wrong.
It's mind-boggling, Cameo. Mind-boggling that they have not communicated. They haven't said a damn thing. Not in-game, not on Twitter, not anywhere else, unless I'm missing something. At least not as of this recording.
As of this recording, I'm still seeing people spam Chi-Chi sleep in their Discord. So.
Good. Keep it up. And I told you this off air. One of the comments under those gliders in Honey Hunter World, which in Honey Hunter World, by the way, massive shout out to them. You could see that this was supposed to be a part of a bundle, the Boundless Symphony bundle. My God. Under one of those comments down there under the gliders, it says free damage control. I mean anniversary reward. It's just it's a slap in your face. If I ever seen a slap in your face cameo, these gliders, it actually makes me detest these gliders a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie.
And here's the thing about those gliders too. They're great. They're great and all.
There are musical notes all over them. What does that have to do with anniversary, cameo?
Absolutely nothing.
It should have it should have like a number 1. It should say anniversary on the other glider. It should be like super gold, bright. No music notes should be in there.
Exactly.
What were you gonna say, cameo?
No, I was gonna say that the gliders are great and everything. They work on some characters, maybe an Albedo, maybe a Ningguang. But the best gliders in the game, in my opinion at least, are the Inazuma reputation reward gliders. And everyone should be getting those next week.
Another thing I wanted to bring up as well. Well, really, before we segue, the name card. If this is the name card we're getting, it's a gigantic harp with more music notes. I mean, if that's just not blatantly obvious that this is not for anniversary, the anniversary name card should have been once again gold. It should have in big bold letters 1 year anniversary. Maybe like the original characters on there from the beginning: Diluc, Mona, Chi-Chi, Jean, Kaching. If this isn't blatantly, now once again, if this is the name card that we're getting, if it's not blatantly obvious, I don't know what to tell you guys. Moving on from there, cameo. One thing I did also want to talk about, and I'm just once again mind blown about, is it's been an entire year, and this is something that I just thought about literally just now because now I'm thinking about rewards and stuff. In the entire year. Especially for why this wasn't an anniversary reward or something. Why do we only have 2 skins, cameo? One you purchased, one was free. In the entire year. Why did they not think about that being one of the rewards that we could have received for anniversary? Or one of those being an event that we can attain an alternate skin for?
And this would have been the perfect time to actually do that too.
The most perfect time. Who is in charge of the rewards over at MIHOYO? I want their number. I want their Discord ID. I need to contact them. I need to get in touch with them because they are so out of touch with the community. They are so out of touch with this game. Do they even play this game? I don't know if they even play this game, cameo.
They can't.
They can't. No, not with the amount of. They said, "Hey, listen, 400 primos is perfect." Yes, they signed off on that, cameo. 400 primos, yes. They can't play this game and think 400 primos is sufficient, is adequate. But people are happy about it, though. People are happy about it. I tell you what.
I'm glad they're happy. I'm glad that they found some kind of solace. But
I feel like I'm gonna be misunderstood here too, because I'm happy we got something. But I'm just not happy it's this because it's just so painfully obvious, at least for me anyways. This was never planned. This was damage control. This is something we were never supposed to be receiving. And it's 400 primos. I don't cameo I don't know. And be honest, man. Don't just agree with me just to agree with me. Am I too critical? Like, should I just be happy about these rewards and just be like, okay, they did something? Like, I'm glad we got them, don't get me wrong, but it's so obvious that this isn't what we were supposed to receive. It just shows that they had nothing planned, and that shows that they really didn't care.
Exactly. I don't think you're overreacting at all. I think a lot of people have the same feeling towards this as you do. I know I do for sure. Because I've played other games. I played their 1 year anniversary and it was nothing like this. I was expecting a lot more, a lot sooner.
And I feel, for me anyways, I feel like this is 2 days too late. Like, I don't even care. Like, I feel like this is 2 days too late. I'm already past it. the damage was done already, and now you're trying to throw a glider on me that you were gonna make me pay for originally. And the only reason why we're getting this is because we review bombed you and we got so upset and made you acknowledge that you were supposed to do something from the beginning to show your gratitude for the players that support your game from the beginning.
Exactly.
And then you don't even communicate. You don't even say nothing on Twitter. You don't say nothing in game. You don't say you don't apologize.
You don't even acknowledge the situation.
You don't acknowledge the situation. You don't say a word. Not a word about anything. It's the lack of communication that probably bothers me the most. And I know I'm going to have somebody to say, why are you complaining about rewards? You should just be happy. Don't complain about the rewards. No! Stop it. Stop it. No, it's not about that. It's not about rewards. I could care less. I invest in this game. I pay money into this game. The rewards, if I'm being 100% blatantly honest with you guys, don't mean that much to me. What I'm more concerned about is the MIHOYO, the developer, not being appreciative, not being thankful, not having gratitude towards a community and a player base that supported their game for this entire year, that made them billions of dollars in record time.
Not millions, billions.
Billions, Cameo. Billions. It's a lot of money. And they can't even properly communicate. They cannot even say sorry. That's what I'm more upset about. The rewards, that's just an afterthought. That's just cherry on the top. The hell with the rewards at this point. If you think I'm concerned about rewards, then you are completely missing the point. It's not about rewards. I can give two shits about the rewards. It's about the respect. It's about the gratitude. It's about the appreciation and being appreciative and grateful to have such a large community support the game the way they did, make you break records, bring you to the top, have you trending all the time, and you're doing damage control without any communication, and you're giving us stuff that wasn't even to coincide with the anniversary you never planned on giving us in the first place. That's what I'm pissed off about.
You know what I just thought about?
What's that?
A while back, MiHoYo had a little bit of a backlash for the skins in Honkai, the bunny girl thing.
Oh yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, so they made this big apology and took everything out.
Right, I remember that.
So basically, for Honkai, they're willing to apologize for giving us too much, but for Genshin, they won't even acknowledge giving us too little.
I just want them to do a post on Twitter. Is that too much to ask? That's all I want. I asked that in the last podcast. Just talk to us, communicate. Even
exactly.
like I said in the last podcast as well, even if it's just, hey, we're working on things, give us a couple of days. I'll take that. Give me an in-game mail that says, listen, these gliders in the 400 primos is our apology for doing things incorrectly, not doing things the right way, and not showing our appreciation to the community. Here's the glider, here's 400 primos, we got more coming. They can't even do that, Cameo. I can't even get that. All I gotten was this. So what we got was just simply them stating, we sincerely thank you for your continuous support and love for Genshin Impact, and we would like to offer this thank you gift to express our gratitude. That seems. In addition, we specially prepared the Genshin Impact online concert on October 3rd, and we look forward to you joining us. May Tevat bring you more joy and cherished memories. That seems so auto-generated that it's not even funny. Genshin Impact operations team. That's damage control. I
Yeah, that's damage control
I
for
don't
sure.
I don't care what anybody says. That's hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm looking at the other senders on the other ones that we received in-game mail for like primos and stuff. It all says Paimon. It all says Paimon on there. This one says specifically Genshin Impact Operations Team. This was damage control cameo
For
confirmed.
sure.
100%. 100%. They never had this plan. We were never supposed to receive these. It's man, I have so like such mixed feelings about this.
All right.
Camille, do we have anything positive that we can talk about? I feel so negative on these podcasts, and like and just in case this is your first podcast here, I mentioned this before. We do have to talk about relevant topics. We have to talk about what's going on in the community, and this just so happens to be what it is. And we have to be honest. On this podcast, we're blunt. We're honest. We give our opinions, our honest opinions about them. And this is how how I'm honestly feeling about this. And this is how, listen, Cameo don't sugarcoat nothing. Cameo's he's a straight shooter. He'll tell you how it is. So when we're talking like this, it's because it's how we honestly feel. Now, there just hasn't been that much positivity. There just hasn't been anything really positive to talk about. I mean, we got the live stream cameo.
That could be.
We got the 2.2 live stream, and you know what's funny is that it always seems like it's something else that people are holding out for, right? People are now like, it was anniversary. It was Inazuma, then it was anniversary. Now it's a 2.2 live stream. They're like, I'll hold down for the. Listen, I don't want anybody to quit this game. I really do. I just find it funny that it's you know, the next thing is gonna be, well, I'm gonna see what the banner is. I'm gonna hold out to the banner. I'm gonna hold out to 2.3 live stream. It just seems like it's always something. But we got the live stream coming on October 3rd. What is that, a Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
That's kind of unusual, right? Usually it's on like a Tuesday or something.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I didn't even realize that it landed on the same day as the concert. So at first I was thinking 4 days.
It is the concert.
Yeah, 4 days for the anniversary awards, and it lands just before the concert, or not the concert, the live stream. So I thought that they were trying to, you know, butter us up before we had to see that we weren't really going to be getting much in 2.2.
Do you think? Oh my, yeah. Listen, MIHOYO, they can be incredibly naive sometimes and dumb in certain situations, like these anniversary awards, but then sometimes they can be brilliant. Do you think that they did this and mapped it out this way so that way when the live stream was happening, they didn't get so much hate, you know, hate in the chat, hate in the live stream itself?
That's what I was thinking, because
like they thought these rewards were gonna like calm everybody down, and this was the super damage control, and by the time the live stream happened, they had their multis and their 2 multis, and be happy for that. They got their glider and name cards and stuff.
Yeah, because the way things are working out, it just seems too it's too suspicious.
It's too coincidental. It is. Yeah. It's super sus, man. It's super sus.
And like we're talking about just off stream before we started recording,
right?
They started with the one piece of the bundle that's the best piece, right? So if that was their strategy,
I think it was.
Day 4 better be incredible, because you have the top gliders now.
I honestly, I don't. Outside of gliders, the only other thing that I can think of would be like an alternate skin for a character.
All right.
But then again, if it's not the character that the individual wants, or it's for a character that an individual doesn't have, I mean, outside of an alternate skin like a 5-star selector, which I know You know what's now that I'm thinking about it, they did that in Honkai where they allowed you to choose an S equivalent of a 5-star character as an S rank Valkyrie, but I don't know. I don't remember exactly when that was. So somebody in the comment section can let me know, but definitely wasn't for 1 year anniversary. That's the only other thing I can think of, Cameo.
Yeah.
I just don't see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what direction they're going when we finally see what the reward is for today. If it's another piece of the bundle, all hope is lost.
What else? What else is in that bundle? I know we said the name card. I know we said the gliders. Do we know what else is in that bundle?
There was a furniture piece.
Was that the last thing? Because we need one more thing, right?
I think there's just those 3 things. That and 1,000 Primo Gems.
Huh. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what today's is. Yeah, and nobody in the Discord has gotten anything, right?
Not that I've seen, not yet.
Not yet.
Probably not for like another hour, maybe 20 minutes, maybe.
I see. Let me see here. Oh. I see what Calvin just put in the Discord. Did you see that?
In the group chat?
Yeah. Where you said, is that confirmed though?
Oh, the video. Yeah, I saw that.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today. You know, once again, I said this in the last podcast, and I just want to reiterate it. We're not always trying to be so negative and critical, but it's just the circumstances and the situations that we have going on right now that makes us have to be this way, because we're always going to stand up for the community, and we're always going to have the community's back overall, and we're going to support the free-to-play players, we're going to support the light spenders, and we're going to speak out on their behalf, because we do have a small platform that we can utilize to be able to do that. Maybe small, but in time we can grow and we can get bigger, and then we can really have our voices heard. But the only way we can do that is if we continue voicing our concerns, our opinions, and do it in a very respectful and constructive manner. You know, there's no reason to harass, there's no reason to be disrespectful, there's no reason to you know, name call or anything of that. Now, you know, there are times where I may get a little heated, and I may get a little upset, and I may, you know, say idiot or moron, but that's not directed at anyone specifically. It's just me being overly upset about the situation and just getting maybe a little too passionate. So for that, I do apologize, and sometimes I may need to reel it in a little bit, right? Camille, you got to check me sometimes. But we'll see what happens moving forward. We'll definitely be covering it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Camille, did you have any closing statements? Anything you want to end the podcast on before we get on out of here?
Just that I'm hoping for the best for Day 4 and the rest of these anniversary awards, and hoping that MIHOYO will address this issue that's been going on, because it's showing a lot. It's showing how they think of the community, or what they think of the community, and it's not really a good feeling to be pretty much a laughing stock of all the other games.
Agreed. And once again, if there's anybody from MIHOYO that watches the podcast, first and foremost, and has stayed until this point, secondly, just communicate. That's all we're really asking for at the end of the day. Just communicate. If you communicate to the community, that goes so much further and that has a much more lasting impact than any glider that you can provide in-game. I promise you that. And that's coming from a player, not from a content creator.
Agreed.
Just communicate, let us know what's going on, even if it's just an apology. That, for the community, the respect levels that you'll get back will increase tenfold and is much more impactful than some gliders you can send in-game as damage control. That I can assure you. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end episode 7 here. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the podcast. Once again, absolutely love doing this. It's definitely an outlet for me, and can't wait to be able to get this bigger, get, you know, other special guests on here to be able to discuss the game as well. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know your opinions down there as well. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Absolutely love you guys. Really appreciate you guys. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody, and I'm out. Bye, guys.